Hi, my name's Hazem Gaber, and I touched on this in the previous video, but today we're going to learn how to write code in ChatGPT, or how to learn to program. So, number one, the first thing you can learn is uh, ChatGPT can teach you code. So I can ask it, how do for loops work? So it'll teach you a for loop automatically in Python. Boom! It just gave you an example. And you ask a more detailed example? Can you give me a more detailed example? So now it's given us a much more detailed example of a for loop. So we don't even need to have a brain anymore. Pick up a book. We can the chat GPT will teach you everything you want to know. So maybe I don't understand what the word iteration is. So I could say, can you explain what you mean by iteration? So now it's teaching me what an iteration is. So now if I don't like Python, I could say, can you explain a for loop in Java? So now it's showing me the same thing, but it's showing me how it works in JavaScript. So now, if I don't know JavaScript, uh, now if I'm getting an error, I can also ask uh, ChatGPT to debug my code. So I could say, I have an infinite loop in my PHP script. I don't even have to say what's up. I just say, hey, I have a problem, and the Chat GPT automatically gives me some troubleshooting script or troubleshooting tips. Uh, so that's the second thing. Third thing is, I can ask it to give me some lessons. So I can say, can you give me a way to practice SQL? So it's giving me some tips about how websites where we can try SQL. It'll also give us project ideas. So I could say, give me an idea for a simple Android app. So here's some ideas for an Android app. Uh, give me an outline for building a calculator app in PHP. So here's another prompt. So it's built us a crazy model. So set up the project, create the HTML structure. It's built us the whole structure for the front end, the JavaScript that sits behind it, and then the server side code. Now this is not the complete code, but it's enough for us to start. And then we've also got Ajax if we want. And then now say if I didn't know what Ajax was, I could ask it. And then test it out, style it, additional features, error handling, and deployment. So ChatGPT is basically like your tutor. That's 24/7, 365, and you can ask it any question you want, and it'll tell you what's wrong with your code. And it's really good at code because it's logical. Code's logical, so it's not you're not asking it to you're not asking it to generate something from scratch. That's one of the that's where it really excels at. You know, image recognition or those kinds of things are a little bit more blurry. If you have any questions, please post a comment and we'll answer it in